Hello, this is Python Statistical. In a previous video, we looked at removing the percent symbol and infinity symbol in the change in percent figure that is published by the Australian Stock Exchange for particular stocks. In this video, we are going to plot the change in percent without the percent symbol and without the infinity symbol. And then we'll see what we get. Which brings me to the problem that my Matplotlib multiple line plot is wrong. So here's a quick review of this function program that I've written. It takes this variable num_obs, which is the number of trading days that you want to go back to get data. We then read the companies that we want from a comma delimited list, test_list, which contains 5 companies for testing. And as you recall before, we had a problem with one of the company names having a / that had to be removed. Otherwise, when we tried to write that out to a spreadsheet, it would cause an error. Then we have this for loop that we loop through each ASX code and each company name. We have the sleep for 1 second so we don't look like a DDoS attack. As we loop through the company code and company name, we feed into the URL that we want to access the company ASX code right here, and then the number of observations, number of trading days that we want to access. We then need to tell Python that this is a JSON formatted file, so we use a .json method, which will put that into a Python dictionary, and therefore to access that from Pandas and put it into a data frame, we need to use the from_dit method, and the key is data to access the actual data in that dictionary. And finally, we strip out the percent and infinity symbols. So to start to do the plotting, we need to import the Matplotlib library modules. So I'll do that now. To plot the 5 companies on the same graph, we need to initiate the plot before the for loop. So I'll do that now. So we set the size of the plot and we initiate the axis as well. So in the next step, I'm going to set up the x-axis tick marks and then plot the data. So I'll just paste that code in now. So I'll just fix this up. So we set up the x-axis tick marks and we specify that we want the minor tick marks as well. And then we just plot the y values, which is change in percent. What happens is that Matplotlib will take the index values as the x-axis values from the Pandas data frame. So that's why I haven't specified the x values in the plot function. And then we label each line with the company name and the company code, ASX code, which is 3 digits. As we plot the change in percent for each of the companies in our comma delimited list, we then output the stock price data for that company into an Excel spreadsheet, and then outside of the for loop we set up the rest of the plot. So we see that we set up the title, subtitle, we set up the legend box, which will be below the main graph. We do some formatting to the tick marks, and then we show the graph. So let's run this program and we'll see what we get. So it's cycling through each of the companies and grabbing that data from the ASX URL site. And here it is. Now, it may not be so obvious, but there is a problem with this graph. So let's go over to the graph that I pasted into LibreOffice. And if we look at the y-axis, we see it goes negative, then 0, positive, then negative again. It shouldn't be doing that. So what's it actually done is it stacked each of the plots on top of each other. So why is it doing that? So to convince you further that this is a real problem, let's bump up the number of observations to, say, 180 and rerun the program. So we cycle through each of the companies on our list again. And look at what we have. It's a mess. So it is definitely an issue here that we need to resolve. So I'll stop the video here, and in this video I will resolve the issue that's causing this problem. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. And if you really like it, subscribe to my channel, Python Statistical. Thank you for watching.